Somehow, a full year has gone by since all of us at Merchants were able to work in the office together. When COVID-19 began seriously spreading in the US in March of 2020, we decided that for the safety of our colleagues, agents, policyholders, and communities at large, we would temporarily switch to a remote work environment. We packed up our essential office items and began acclimation to our new work-from-home setups and routines. We found new ways to stay connected and were able to uphold our dedication to conducting business smoothly for our customers. But nothing can ever replace the in-person collaboration and relationships we're waiting to safely return to. Our once busy hallways and office clusters still sit silent as we reminisce from afar about shared office chatter, coffee and lunch breaks together, workout classes, and celebrations of events like birthdays. To acknowledge the past year we've been physically apart, we asked some colleagues to reflect on their experiences, starting with their initial reactions to learning we'd be temporarily working remotely.
It really was like, oh my goodness, and uncertainty. Like, what does this mean?
A lot of uncertainty, I guess, was the big term that comes to mind.
I remember when talking to my wife when this first started and saying that this will be over quickly.
It was crazy, like, to think that this would happen and companies would shut down and restaurants and schools, and I don't know, it was all surreal.
With each colleague's responses, we were able to get a glimpse into their unique, new work-life balance situations and practices.
I remember when we first started, just being at home seemed so weird, you know? I mean, it's like, okay, not going to work, working at one end of the dining room table and my wife works at the other end. She's a teacher.
I do get up frequently from my desk area to stretch, walk. Merchants really recommends us to do that.
It's been quite a balance. Some days are better than others, but luckily, like my family, they're 15 minutes down the road. That's been a huge support. We're all in it together, so it's all been very supportive.
Working remote has allowed me to have some flexibility where I need to do anything from, getting a COVID test to checking on a close family member who's older, the freedom to really work my schedule around to make sure that everybody's safety and health is coming first.
A collective sentiment expressed by colleagues was the feeling of increased safety from the pandemic, thanks to working remotely.
I'm happy that they took the actions they did to have us working from home from the start to avoid people getting sick, and I think that helped a lot with the number of COVID cases within our company. I do feel safer working from home.
It does mean a lot to everyone, and we appreciate it.
It definitely gives a large sense of security with a lot of unknown variables with the pandemic. Being able to know that at the very least I can still work from home and I don't have to worry about a lot of different things.
There's about 4 or 5 IT associates with newborns in the last year, and I guarantee every one of them are happy that they were working from home, so they could not expose their babies and their children to the outside world, and they can control it in the manners they impose. So I think everybody is safer.
There's so many unknowns, especially when COVID first started, of, what is this? How is it working? What's going on? And just taking away the bit about having to worry about going to work, it just made life a lot easier.
I definitely believe that it's safer, only because we don't really know who anyone else, at the office has been in contact with. So I think it's just a safer approach.
Yeah, it was a decision that had to be made. And it could have been, worse had we continued in the office setting with a close proximity.
Another point frequently echoed was colleagues' ability to continue to maintain and grow their positive relationships with our independent agent partners, as well as our policyholders.
I think overall we've transitioned pretty well into the doing things by phone and email and electronic means. And in some ways, it opened up new avenues to connect.
We are able to answer a call from a colleague, an agent, a policy holder, from anywhere, from our laptop to our cell phones. We are available now pretty much whenever we have one of those components open.
The Jabber phone system communication, I appreciate that because it comes right through the computer or even your phone, and you can see the agency calling, so you know who you're going to speak with when you pick it up. And I personally like that feature of communicating, and I'm accessible to them.
For the agents, we've continued our advisory council meetings, even on the national level, of course. Here in the region, we have what's called a service advisory council that's developed. It's full of account managers, and we've kept those meetings going. We have a lot of webinars. We do put on a lot of webinars. So and as far as staying in touch with policyholders, we're always promoting our policyholder portal and the various features and benefits within, so they can manage their own insurance program.
I think like all the tools that we have has made it kind of possible to be able to give a little bit more attention to everybody.
We measure a lot of stuff at Merchants numerically, but the biggest thing to me is what's the feedback, right? What are we hearing? And there are not complaints about service. If anything, there's compliments about it. And I think that's a testament to the people that we have.
Many colleagues also brought up aspects of Merchants' business continuity plans and technical support they felt were helpful in their transitions to home office life.
Everything's been coordinated very well, in my opinion.
For me, the transition was, I think it took me about maybe 8 hours.
I thought it was an easy transition.
It was an easy transition.
It was an easy transition.
The IT department was phenomenal. I think the help desk, I probably maxed out my time calling them.
Any changes that needed to be made, or anything that I needed to supplement, or I guess kind of emulate working from the office, I'm there. I'm at that point.
This company came to the ready so quickly and was so helpful.
It's 10 out of 10. Companies super supportive, and it's working out fine.
I think it was real. I think everyone was supportive because we were all in the same situation. So we all had to kind of figure out together, okay, what is your situation? Do you have the right resources at home? What do you need to get up and running?
Also commonly expressed was that the connectivity that already existed within Merchants' company culture has remained strong.
What I started doing is going to lunch via WebEx with Sherry once a week. I've done it with Daryl. I've done it with a couple of other colleagues, where we just at lunchtime just do the WebEx and actually talk and catch up and stay connected that way.
We also do weekly coffee talks, which is a half an hour where we all get together and just talk about non-work things. So it was really nice to be able to keep in touch with people and just chat and have some human contact, really.
Talked to a lot more people by phone and by WebEx than I ever did before.
Not really any different, I would say, for us, aside from not seeing each other face to face and being able to walk up to each other's desks.
We did start every other week informal happy hour.
Because we used to do like happy hours after work, we'd all get together like every other week and do a happy hour. And then when we couldn't do it anymore, we decided to do virtual happy hours.
Above all, we cannot wait to return to the office and reignite our relationships in person.
Yeah, I can't wait to see my agents again. I really miss them. I mean, they become part of your family. I mean, you see them so much, you talk to them so much, you're in the office, you see pictures of their kids, you watch them grow up. I miss my agents. I want to be back there.
I miss my friends. I miss the people I work with. I miss going to lunch with people.
Going to lunch with people, seeing people. What I look forward to the most is just saying good morning, asking how my fellow colleague is doing, and if I can help them.
Because I've been feeling the family from like a virtual standpoint, but just to like really feel my feel the presence of my coworkers, and just really looking forward to seeing everyone in person.
I really miss going down to the cafeteria in the morning and running into some people and talking about anything at any given point.
I look forward to, like, when a new colleague joins, to actually have them have an opportunity to meet people face to face, or if someone's retiring, to actually be able to celebrate that, or it's holiday season, and to share some, to break bread together.
Hopefully having some outings where we can all go as a small group and just have some fun, interact, on a personal basis.
That missing camaraderie or social interaction. So that's what we all miss, I guess.
Yeah, just the camaraderie with my colleagues, because when we see each other daily, you get those off the cuff conversations, those creative moments that you just don't get when you're sitting in your home office. That's the part I look forward to most, interaction with my colleagues again in person.
As with anything else, you have a work family and you have your own family, and you miss your work family.
I miss everybody, and I can't wait until everything's safe and everybody can come back, so that I can greet everybody in the mornings, and we can have conversations, and I can continue to keep the building safe for everybody.
Hello everyone. Hope all of you are healthy and doing well. It's hard to believe that we're hitting the 1-year mark of working remotely. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you and well wishes to our valued policyholders, as well as our valued independent agents across all regions who have seamlessly adjusted to the new normal of doing business over the past year. Thanks also to all the merchants colleagues for adapting and being so resilient, so we can maintain our superior service to our agents, our policyholders, and each other in a remote, virtual way. Relationships that have been built together with our agents and policyholders are one of the key ingredients to our success. I can't wait until we're able to reunite in person, so we continue to strengthen our team camaraderie and foster new and existing relationships. Until then, be safe. Let's keep up our momentum on staying in touch and being there for each other and our customers. Thank you.